watch like,
oh, I want to watch the meat.
like, oh, there's one, there's five, there's 40, and all of a sudden there's 300 people watching.
Eating pizza with
Yeah. What's interesting about this? Nothing. I'm eating a chicken wing.
Actually, you know what? Can you have like the fully basket chicken in your mouth and like this?
Yummy.
And Peter says, all right, so what next? And I go, well, I'm hoping you'll let me do one of your games. He goes, what did you do that before? And I said, well, I did it for 7 years college and then 4 years after. And I said, but I haven't done it in a long time. So he said, that's why I'm in the all right. So I'm like, well, he barely can do it. He's never going to do it. And he's great. He's pretty good. Fair to say. Yeah, not a chance. Yeah, sorry. Good. Not a smoke, right?
Yeah.
And actually, the first one
A little product placement too. So just. What's that? I was going to say. You just look up there. There you are. Whenever you're ready. Hi, I'm Steve from the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. Enjoying a nice Coors Light summer brew. Not product placement at all. We're hanging out here at 105.7 The Hog with a bunch of listeners who are eating lots of pizza and other Italian foods because we're in New Jersey and that's what you do when you're here. And I hope you enjoy watching us eat pizza and talk at inaudible levels. Thanks for watching and drink a Coors Light. He told me you were coming. Are we ready? Oh, you just missed my incredible intro. Damn it.
It was scripty.
Cool. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How are you doing that? You're still there. Oh, okay. Should we do like a song and dance or something? Hello, my darling. Hello, my lady. That's pretty cool. Man, we've come a little ways in the last couple of years. We've come a little ways in the last couple of years. Like, that's how you do technical. Yeah. All right. You're still on. Yeah.
You should try to memorize it.
You don't have music.
Yeah, so I used to do that. I mean, in theory, I could be on no games.
So you got the mechanics down. Having never been on live, I don't know. I see audio on live here. Make the mistake. Yeah, like make the mistake. Friday nights we're going. So this like
Hey guys, can we take a quick second? Hey Steve.
Yeah. Hey, sorry,
Just letting
Andy.
you guys know, we're going to try something here for the people that can't be here because it's obviously a VIP event. We're going to be doing a live stream on the internet, on the website. So basically, we're just kind of making like a Q&A session. So try to come up with some questions for the guys. In a few minutes, we're going to start. And pretty much, you'll just stand up, ask a question, and they'll answer it. And this will go on our web stream. And we'll see how it goes. We're kind of just rolling the dice on this. So try to think of a couple questions. In a few minutes, we're going to get things started. And
I have a question. Do you have any smaller glasses? I don't carry this.
How many largest shot glasses?
So grab the other half of this. Once it's full, it'll be too
those are
heavy.
codes. Those are codes.
Andy, the website's been running for about 8 minutes.
And he's like, yeah.
Oh, so
I already did the intro for it. I did.
What Steve said. Some people can hear us right now?
Yeah.
Hi. How you doing? Hi.
And he's like, those assholes on the internet.
Oh yeah, we're on.
Yeah. And digital team. Let's do some product placement. Oh,
Hi!
Oh, I didn't
On a
see you
typical
there.
Friday afternoon, I drink Coors Light Summer Brew.
Oh, me too.
How about that? It's very refreshing as it goes down the palate.
So natural.
It's so refreshing. This would be perfect in the summer.
Summer brew. Look at that.
Hey!
Man, we should really do something.
Yeah.
Some kind of radio show.
You're gonna come to the Billboard this year? I don't know when it is. It's October something.
Okay. We should make it an Oktoberfest billboard.
Yes. Yeah,
Watch you guys get drunk.
Does Coors Light make an Oktoberfest beer?
Hey, Coors Light, you better get on that. You got a couple months.
Producer Steve, everybody.
Andy, can I tell me what's going on?
What was that?
Like stickers or shirts?
I don't know. Well, we're on the stream right now.
Oh, I'm
I don't
in the
know.
hallway before. That'd be one of my questions. Yeah, just something. Going on food and stuff. I don't even know. I mean, constant food and stuff.
I didn't know it either.
But with them, I know they
Yeah, I should be over there. Over there. £30 later, I'm like, why am I doing this? I gotta go back. Really,
Brad, how are you? Nice to see you. School's out for summer.
No, Anthony Shepard is double up there. He's like, want to thank you guys here, blah, blah, blah. Marijuana. Oh yeah, he's calling me marijuana. Actually, I just said marijuana. Because how many people he has to usually at the marijuana, I would be like,
Direct light, which we never had. Yeah, it's on. I thought we passed this around. You were at the doctor and they said, "Hey Brad, why don't you take a seat? We got some good news and bad news. Good news is free lollipop. Bad news is you're going to taste a little It's like stage fright. I'd be like, you do small kids, something like
actually had to chip together where we had seven cars. We had other plans.
Ride yourself!
I didn't tell her what was going on. See what happened.
I was doing any stupid stuff or anything. You know. Like I can't control my arms.
I'll tell you guys.
Like, oh my God! What did you do today?
This is my first. She's like, well, I want to go see that. So we're back to that.
They did the next two. That's where they went into. Well, they did it on the hard way. I was highly lucky I understand why you're putting that there. It's not your yeah, did they start in the wrong spot? Did they do that? Every day. Wow. What the hell was that?
I mean, the thing is, for 5 years, I was self-employed. I lost 5 years of paying my life. It's not fair.
My question is,
Holy crap.
Let's find out.
Good luck with this.
Very bald. Very bald. This is a lot of space between here. See that?
Is that called the widow's peak?
It's the 5-head is what it is.
5 heads?
how many? Oops. Is there anyone there?
Just go along.
Is this the internet?
Does anybody have a question? Would anybody want to ask a question to any of these guys?
What?
Anybody have a question for Free Beer? Or Steve?
If your question is, will you leave? The
Or
answer is
Zane?
probably.
Doreen?
What was the first album or 45 that you purchased on your own?
Album?
Oh, God.
I bought a record.
I asked this question at work, and I work with the elderly, of course, they had technical for them. At the younger age, they had no idea what 45 was, they had no idea what a cassette tape was.
The first album I ever bought with my own money, I'm a giant nerd, and I grew up in a country house, was the Statler Brothers Today, featuring their hit single, Oh Baby Mine.
We should play that during the 5 o'clock happy ending tonight. No.
Hey, how are you? This was probably 1983, 84, 85, somewhere there. I bought 45s. I remember the first 45 I bought was an old song by the Young Rascals called Good Lovin'. Remember that song?
Absolutely.
And then full 33 1/3 records. Leonard Skinner, I remember buying it, gold and platinum. It was like a greatest hits one. It was like light blue. You open it up and there's 2 records. And another greatest hits album called Creedence Gold, Creedence Clearwater Revival Gold. My brothers listened to all that music when I was growing up, so while everyone else was just listening to, Duran Duran or whatever back in the day, I didn't really listen to it. I listened to what they listened to. So that's that.
Thank you. Good night.
Anybody? Anyone else?
Hot Wings' first album was a 45 of a single of Eddie Grant's Electric Avenue. I know that because we've been together for 22 boring years.
Oh, yeah, here.
I'm sorry?
Musical instruments?
Hot Wings plays saxophone pretty well. I think I've started and stopped playing guitar about 100 times, so I've learned and forgotten the same simple song that many times. And just, I don't know why. I don't know, because I really like it, but it always seems to be like homework, So. Yeah.
Talk into the camera?
Yes. Stare into the camera.
Hello, we're answering some questions now. I hope you're enjoying this internet broadcast.
That would really freak me out.
How can you tell if people are...
Yeah, is there any way to tell that anybody's actually on?
Yes.
Or are you just wasting?
Yeah?
Yes.
Can
There's
you,
actually people looking at it right now.
really? How many?
Yeah, I didn't actually look. I'll look at it right now. If I look through it for you.
Oh my God.
Were you watching on that phone?
No, I was taping.
'Cause we're here.
I was
You can
taping
just
this angle for you.
How many Gretz? See me looking. That's you. Look up here.
See, there you are.
I have a question. How long have you guys been broadcasting from Grand Rapids?
10 years.
10 years.
Just past 10 years.
I was looking at your website. Were you at one time broadcasting from New Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2002 through 2004.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we were on two radio
Like
stations.
everyone else, you left.
Well, Michigan is where we were all born and raised, so that was.
And the dirty
Going
secret
back
is
home.
we were, and it can be told now, when we started working, we were actually not even on the shore. We were physically in Trenton.
They didn't have any facilities down here
No.
at that point.
No,
not
they
for the
didn't.
not for the Hawk. They had the other radio
So it
stations.
was-
Studios were in Princeton.
It was difficult for us because we were a local show, but not in town. So imagine that. How can we, and then they simulcast the show on the station in Trenton, also called the Hawk. So now we're on these two signals, and that we couldn't really focus on any one thing. So we had to try to figure out how we could be interesting without actually being like this local entity. And so then when we did move to Michigan, they just said, it's going to be the same thing because they're going to be talking on the air the same way as they were when they were here because they weren't really local, so let's just keep airing it. And for the longest time, nobody even knew that we left. And that was by design, and then eventually just over the years, people figured it out, and it became less of a secret.
Are most of your stations the same format as the Hawk, or?
They're rock or classic rock for the most part. We've tried and failed on a few not rock or classic rock stations. Turns out we're not well received on any form of country so far. Maybe that's just
News
No.
talk.
news talk.
We failed off a news
failed
talk.
on a news talk.
Which one?
Alaska.
Well,
that was
I
don't think we were ever
we were on a
actually on
station
there.
in Sarah Palin's hometown where two guys ran it, and they made a deal, like a handshake deal, and they said, all right, I get to program 12 hours, and you get to program the other 12 hours. So it was like 6 hours of polka, an hour of the Jim Rome show doing sports, and then car talk, and then us, and then
And
a show
wrestling ball.
specifically about pizza. So it's no surprise it didn't work out. I really like that pizza show though, but I like pizza. So.
And the station was called Wasilla's Hometown Station.
Yeah.
And not one thing on it was
Yeah, not
local.
one thing was...
Not one thing.
The only other station we've been more of a misfit on is we were on a station in Lubbock, Texas for 3 days. It's a long time. And it was called the Red Dirt Rebel. And their tagline was, we only play Texas country. And now here's 5 Yankees in the morning. And so that didn't work out. They moved us to the rock station, and now hopefully it'll be happily ever after.
We're still there?
Yeah.
What station were you guys on? You didn't even realize you got canceled.
That was Helena, Montana.
Montana.
Boy, these are all good stories. Boy, have we failed. You should see this. But you could build a great network out of stations that have fired us. Helena, Montana, we did this conference call with the guy that owned the radio station and the guy that was going to run the radio station. And I can honestly say it was the most positive conference call with a new station we've ever had. They were fired up. They were going to be wide open in the end zone as far as their format and what we were doing. It felt like when we got done, we could have said, I guarantee we'll be successful there. Because there are some places when we start where it's like, ugh, that's going to be...
And we didn't have to talk them into it. They had contacted us and said, we're interested in the show. And so it was really just a get-to-know-you thing. We go, this is going to be great. They love us,
Yeah.
and we like them.
So then there's a guy who does affiliate relations for us named Adam Wilbur, and this station wasn't sure when they were going to put us on, when they'd get the transmitter they needed, when they would get all the licenses, when everything would go. And so they had said, all right, we'll let you know when you're going to start so that you can welcome Helena, Montana. So I sent a note to Adam one day and said, hey, any word on when we're going to start in Helena? And he goes, oh, you did last week. They already fired you.
We didn't know we were hired and fired. We didn't know we started and didn't know we were fired. That was crazy.
When we first started with the syndication, that would have ruined my day for about, it would have ruined a month. I would have been so frustrated and annoyed.
But I guess now there's enough of those stories, like we were saying.
Well, that one was just so crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
because his reasoning was that he liked the show, but he went out with some friends, and his buddy who owned the bank he didn't like the show. He liked the music in the morning. So, based on the whim of his friend who owned the local bank, we got fired.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Wall Street.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, damn you.
Crazy kids.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Hey Zane, how do you know all this meaningless term?
Boy, well, a lot of the questions are pretty easy, I think. I think just by paying attention to news and sports or whatever, you can figure out most of the pop culture ones. You know, over the years, I've gotten interested in various things like, you know, science and stuff. I like that. There's some things I'm not good at. It just stands out that I know things, but I don't. It just stands out like I do when I get one that's like, how does he know that? You know, you occasionally, 1 out of 5, I'll get a really, really hard question. You're like, how in the world? So it seems like it, but it's all smoke and mirrors. I really don't.
It's actually a partial benefit from all those stupid classes you're required to take in college that don't have anything to do with anything, like astronomy.
Yeah.
Even though you're going into broadcasting.
So, yeah, if you get 5 wrong and then you get the 6th one right, but it's a doozy, like it seems like a really big, hard question.
How did you know that?
It just seems like I'm better than it's not. I'm pretty stupid. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna bring back Dude Shadoway?
Boy, you know, there are times when you just realize that bits have run their course, and when we do it to a certain point, and we don't find it to be fun ourselves, and we find it to be like that term again, homework. Does that kind of sum it up?
Partially, and we also started burning bridges that we started to need.
Yeah,
like the people that book the interviews.
Yeah,
when you search his name, our show pops up, and so like once people became well acquainted with Google,
the world got a little smaller.
Yep, exactly. It used to be the case where you would get a piece of paper in the mail and then give the number a call. And they would, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, let's do this.
Yeah, we stabbed a few publicists in the back by doing that bit because their clients, whatever idiot that was doing something.
You find out that the same publicist handles Slash and Chuck Woolery, and then you punk Chuck Woolery, and suddenly, for some reason, no one will let you talk to Slash.
There was one service that we signed up for, like you paid them and they gave you interviews.
But we never actually paid.
No, it was like a sample period.
Yep.
And so, man, we got so many from them. And after it happened a few times, the guy goes, "All right, look, I think it's funny, but you got to stop doing it because I'm tired of getting yelled at. Okay, we won't do it again." Yeah, and then sort of you hear the guy go, "Oh, come on!" in the background. That was the end of that. We didn't get any more through that.
Dude, Shadoway was the reason we didn't get to interview Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you still book it?
You still try.
What about now?
What if he had been perfectly fine, but in that moment he went, "Oh, the interview's canceled? I guess I'll just go do some heroin."
I guess that's it.
I'll take a walk on the dark side.
I'll be good as long as my interviews go well today.
I have a question for Steve, who is the runner of radio stations. Steve, we had this idea after the show, but if we had had it beforehand, I need to know in front of all these fine people if you'd have signed off. Someone said at the end of the show, someone made the crack about I'm running for governor after what Hot Wings thinks today. And one of the listeners made a joke about, yeah, there's a bridge up there. And I thought, oh my God, we could have done a Governor Christie stunt where we park a vehicle sideways and then put up on the side, Producer Joe running for governor of New Jersey, no crossing this bridge. Would have you signed off on that?
Probably not. You're saying we shouldn't ask that.
No. But don't you want 1015 to have something to talk about? It's just feeding the machine.
Dennis and Judy were going to fake fight over that.
Imagine if we had done it and then someone hit the car with their car and died.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Imagine all the great things.
What if they were going to a memorial for Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Or that lady with the ducks in Canada.
Jamie, did these people come late? What's their deal? You got plenty of time. There's pizza over
I
here.
think we just got fresh pizza.
Yeah, and
It's all coming together.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions? Otherwise, we're just going to stare at you.
Keep staring. Are there times when like you guys really get on each other's nerves?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Sure. Why are you bringing down the room? Are there times when you feel like you should go exercise? How's it feel?
Guys, there's pizza here.
It's fresh. No, we do. We get in fights all the time. They're just really little ones that everybody forgets about, hopefully.
It's no different than brother. I mean, we're together so often, and we've known each other so long. It's inevitable that at times we're going to literally get on each other's nerves or be mad, go home mad. But
Well, it's one thing to work with the same people every day, but when your work is like you need to interact. It's not like you can just ignore somebody in the office.
And then we can always make love. Make it all better.
yeah, we've always got that.
You guys all make love?
You didn't get the memo.
I've had almost no sex in 20 years.
We've been making love for 7 years.
We're America's most sexual morning show.
Even Steve?
Yeah. Oh, especially Steve. It was Steve's idea.
It was his idea.
That's what hurts the most. You're the new guy, and you're already in.
Why do you think his dog likes peanut butter so much?
Why do you think it comes to the billboard every year?
You guys really go to Plowtown up there, huh?
Came in at a good time.
Okay, we were just talking about how Steve and Andy have sex on billboard in Jerry.
Andy, you got half a pizza on your lower lip.
Thank you. Anything for the kids.
Hi, Internet.
So bad.
Yeah, somebody's recording this and it's going to be sent to someone out of context. And that's the end of us. A nice run. Turns out we'll be on Helena after all. Only Helena.
Well, we got another hour and 10 minutes, so keep coming.
What else do you want to know?
What's the worst stunt you made Joe do?
It's probably up to Joe.
Tire was bad.
Well, that hurt him
Icing
badly.
hot on balls.
Was
That was the worst. I think that was probably the worst. Paintball gauntlet was awful.
The phony escaped convict, we thought you were actually going to get shot.
What'd you say?
The phony escaped convict.
Oh no, that was great.
I mean, it was a great stunt. Well, yeah, but see, from our perspective, the tire was an awesome stunt too. You're the only one who didn't like that one.
What was the one where you traded pants with a homeless man?
It was the
yeah.
Can I buy your pants challenge?
Yeah. And the homeless man who had shit his pants. He gave them to me. He was nude outside.
It was about 40 degrees, right?
Yeah, it was very cold. And
we didn't anticipate that
pants
someone
smelled.
who would really. We just thought it'd be really awkward if Joe had to ask someone to buy their pants, which we all know it would be. But then we never considered that there would be someone who was so desperate for cash that they would say yes. So next thing you know, we're like, well, go, put his pants on.
Do it.
And if you didn't hear it, that's when Joe said this line, "Come on, guys, there's feces in them." And I don't know that I've ever laughed harder. So then we said no, but we felt bad for that guy, so we actually gave him all the money, which
but
was
I didn't
supposed to be
realize he was
Joe's.
a hobo.
Yeah, he probably then and
I saw him
drank it
across the
all
street.
and got so intoxicated he drowned.
There was that Lady Gaga stunt that you guys did that you ended up not airing.
Oh yeah, a woman.
And months later, it was on a VIP.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I remember that.
She was trying to extort the company by saying I've tried to molest her daughter in line.
They were camping out for Lady Gaga tickets outside of the arena by our house, by our broadcast studios.
Mm-hmm.
And you cut in the line or something, or is that what it was?
Didn't you poke your head inside their tent
Yeah.
or
They
something?
had been
I
waiting
pretended like
overnight
I was
for
going to, but in reality, no. And the lady, she heard it was our show, marched up to the offices and told our boss that she was going to call the cops that claim molestation if she didn't get some money right away.
And then they gave her like tickets to the show or something.
wanted
and then she wanted backstage,
passes.
and they said no. And she
We don't have this.
Whatever
And
happened
so
to that?
He
And
gave
she
her
is-
some money. They gave her gift cards, like a massive amount of gift cards.
They did?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because just the allegation is
She's watching it right now.
Gonna get more gift cards.
One time, some of those apology stories where Joe went to a job and he was supposed to go apply for a job, but he was supposed to do it with a bunch of smokeless tobacco, like Red Man. Producer Joe Red Man Challenge.
Yeah.
And so he goes in and the joke was on Joe because he was so miserable from all of that Red Man.
I pretended I couldn't read, and I wore a white shirt that I'd spit on. And so I went in to get a job.
Made no reference to the place.
No.
It was one of the rare times we didn't make fun of the person who was there. But she was humiliated, she said, and raised all kinds of hell. So Joe and I had to go and take her apology gifts. But by the time we did it, she had been so much trouble, and so little had happened to her that we were annoyed. So we went through our office and picked up like the stuff that you couldn't say it wasn't prizes, but it's absolute garbage prizes, like a bookmark from the movie Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah, plastic football from
Yeah.
Remember the Titans.
Howie Mandel board game.
Yeah.
A koozie from Bad Santa.
Like just garbage.
So we went in there and we said, hey, we're really sorry. And at that point, there was still some degree of genuineness to the apology because whether she deserved to be or not, she had been really worked up about that she was going to be in an internet video. Now that said, the video never ended up being on the internet, so there was truly no harm or no foul. But so we tried to apologize, but she wouldn't even talk to us. So then we felt good, and Joe goes, all right, here's your bag of stuff. Have a great day. And by the next day when we got to the office, she had left an angry voicemail. What am I supposed to use this for? The stickers from a Rubik's Cube?
This is garbage, and I'm getting my lawyer on you guys.
Okay,
we never heard anything.
Good luck.
Yeah. And then there was another one in Walmart. We went to a Walmart, and I bought a flashlight the night before. Went home, replaced it with a vibrator, and then I went to Walmart to return it because the flashlight didn't work. And so I go, this just vibrates. It doesn't actually light up. And it was like I turned it on and I put it on the counter, and so it was like buzzing,
clattering around.
Yeah. And the lady was like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. And I'm like, wait, listen again. And I turn it back on. What's wrong with this flashlight? And so, whatever, a line formed. She's, everyone's pissed, and I leave. And the next day, there was like a call from, I don't even know if it got as far as like Walmart corporate lawyers, but somebody called and they were like, yeah, this lady's nuts, so could you just like say you're sorry or something? Because she's going to make a big deal about it. She said she's pregnant and she cried.
Well, if she would have used your flashlight, she wouldn't be pregnant.
Maybe it reminded her.
That's a valid point.
Was that last year or 2 years ago we did the Jersey Shore house and the car wouldn't start?
Oh, God.
2 years ago.
That was the worst. That was so bad. Like, it wasn't even a good stunt, and then the car wouldn't start. And there were all these, like,
dressed up like an idiot.
Yeah, I was dressed up like an idiot. They have, like, more security than a bank in front of that stupid fucking house. And they intimidated me right away. And then, like, real cops came, and I'm just like, this is such a failure. Let's leave. Oh, the car won't start. It had some sort of, like a mechanism where...
It was a Guido mechanism.
Yeah. And so there we are. We're just sitting there. Everyone's just looking at us like, oh, you thought you were going to be funny, but then you weren't. And now we're just going to stare. Yeah, now you can't leave. Awesome. And then I've got fake tan all over me, and my hair is like...
That's right.
You look like an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, I did. And the hair had like so much gel in it.
Somebody paid $500 for that outfit right through.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Somebody bought it.
Really?
Like it was,
Yeah, $500 they donated for Ocean of Love, yeah.
for that
That's
outfit.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
For the kids.
Good times. How funny that was. It's funny talking about it.
And last year was Lakewood. You did that stunt at the gas station in Lakewood.
Yeah, that failed too. This is our first
The guy was
successful
insane.
stunt in New Jersey.
Oh, you yesterday when we were driving through Lakewood, you said, yeah, that's where we did that stunt that didn't work last year, but I didn't know what you were talking about. We tried to bring back the old
the guy wouldn't sing.
It was supposed to be hilarious, and yeah, no one would
Gas
talk to
station
me.
carrier.
Yeah, that was one of my
Yeah.
favorite bits when we lived here.
Yeah.
Dressed all in black with a white shirt.
What'd you say? Yeah.
When we did that gas station karaoke, who was the actual person at the gas station?
Listeners.
It was
Listeners
listeners.
would go in and say, if
Oh,
you
okay.
sing this, I get tickets to see Aerosmith or whatever.
Okay.
And so you'd get some guy from another country singing Dude
Born
Looks
in-
Like a Lady.
Born in the USA. Remember when he sang Born in the USA?
Yeah. Born in... Oh, great. That was the best. And we discovered that when they would sing, because we had baseball tickets to give away a lot, and so when, for some reason, no matter what gas station listeners went to, when someone who spoke English as a second language sang Take Me Out to the Ball Game, they would always say, take me home, I will never go home, and instead of take me back, I will never go back. And it happened like 3 or 4 times. We're like, why do they always say that? Because the listener would parrot it to them. They would say, they would sing it first, and then the person working there would sing it back, and they'd say, take me back, I will never go back. And then the guy working at the counter would go, take me home, I always want to go home. How does that happen? Weirdest trend ever.
Yeah.
Questions?
Yes, sir.
El Matador ever coming back?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's you know, I think that falls into the bit of
Zane's really picking this.
the Zane, we got just tired of it, didn't we? When you describe it as
Well, no one. It wasn't
Well,
even
you never
competitive.
lost. So
I
it,
think
was, it actually kind of got boring because the listeners just would never even come close.
If we could get a sponsor for it, like we don't have for Dumber Than Sane, but if we could and there was a better prize, I think maybe we'd bring it back then. But it's
been long.
It's not on the table for any time soon. I'd probably do pretty bad now. I don't pay near as close of attention now.
But a lot of the stuff I asked you then were all really old questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, all historical stuff.
Yeah, I'd be fine if it happened before 1995, but if it happened since then, I'd probably be in trouble. Yeah.
You got there, Joe. What happened? Somebody fart? It was you? Okay. I think it was.
I held it in.
We're not judging.
We're friends.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
You're not supposed to hold it in.
I know.
It'll really damage your insides.
Joe will tell you.
Yeah.
Ask anyone who sits by Joe on an airplane.
Yeah.
They
You
know.
can't hold that gas in.
They know what he believes. All right. Any more?
Going once.
Yeah,
Going
absolutely.
twice.
Enjoy your lunch. Thank you for coming out and seeing us.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was fun. If anybody wants photos,
We can do it.
happy to do it. If you don't want any, that's fine too.
Yep, you do not have to.
Pictures.
Let's do it right in front of the cross-platform
I was thinking the same exact
roadmap.
I don't even know what that means.
It's secret.
Secret.
Oh my God.
We thought it was in our building by one specific guy. The first time we went somewhere else, and so
And then we found out that they hired someone.
Have you ever seen it presented?
Yeah, we were there for that.
Yeah, when we did it on our video.
Yeah.
I bet if you watched it, because you guys.
Yeah.
But please don't tell me. Is this on?
Yeah.
What?
Improve
our
big I heard that.
I feel like
Shut the laptop?
15 in there.
Arm yourself in here.
Ours is a little
Doing it all wrong.
Thank you.
15.
A solid.
Where is Super Bowl commercial?
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey there, little Sally. John Boy.
Really pale.
Frank.
Tweet at Eric Zane FBHW if you watched it.
Right now. You ever meet somebody who blinks too hard?
Tell me more. What do you need? The right people and a vet sponsorship. You want to test drive an infomercial?
Joe's doing his roadmap.
I like then and now you were a little mad at the platform.
What do you need? More people?
You need a
We
lot
have
of
one.
tournament sponsors.
Oh yeah, I
did. We need more of the right people.
Yes,
Make sure you swing past.
Advertorial music win.
Okay. Do I go now or is
What we do.
Well, too bad.
We still streaming?
You can't afford it.
I like it.
No brainer with nothing. You make it the Super Bowl.
The boys are in the house.
You're ready for a circular turn. Stephen McKiernan. Steve, get over here.
You want your name in the box? Yeah.
All right, ready and picture. All right. Switch.
You're tuning the violin.
All right, dude.
Yeah, touch the screen.
Come on, Harry's get in here.
Yeah. I gotta be comfortable.
I know, I don't know what to do either.
Touch him with what? Well, I got pizza in my mouth.
Oh, thanks. Actually, I think you did get it.
Oh, did it?
It's going slow.
See, I want Andy.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Doc.
You're proud. Yeah.
That's a big boy.
Where are we going? Right here?
Thank you very much. Christina? Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Who's the next unlucky person?
Which was a lot of fun. So thank you.
Where are we looking?
She's right there in the back.
Oh, hi.
And it's hard to get them. You know, it's running to like September, October. You know, like September. Key fans.
Thank you. I got my autographs. I've been watching you guys sign it.
Fantastic.
Had to like all the crap at the studio.
That was great.
That was all I donated.
That was a wonderful studio. Steve was making baskets, man.
I'm gonna move the garbage. I'm gonna put it in the worst place ever in my mouth.
I got it. Where's it going?
Thank you. Right out in the hallway. Sorry. Brad's like, they're taking pictures before they're down.
Stop bragging on
Exactly.
Okay, anybody? Who's next? Anybody?
Billy Campbell.
That's right.
Hey, my name's brother.
Hi, my name's Bill.
Hi, Bill.
I'm here because I'm obsessed with sales.
Hi,
Radio.
Ready, Frank?
Ready? Smile.
That's all right. Oh, there might be none left.
How you doing? Wait, you just signed my autograph.
It was like a prom picture.
I know. Yeah, the one hand on the shoulder. Everybody has to do it. Yes.
It's like it's the touch rhetoric.
I didn't know that.
Oh, we're looking over here, guys.
Okay, you're not touching anyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Joe and I were totally being jackasses. So that photo's terrible. We can do it again.
No.
We were still playing some little game.
Oh, you had the profile right now. You have to get the other profile.
Oh, okay.
So you're like this.
Yeah.
That way.
Yep, it's perfect.
It's a unique flower.
Okay, anybody next?
You don't have the same.
Come on, shy guy, get over here.
Come on. Come on in, guys.
They're going to mess with you, man.
This is Victor? This is Victor, right? Is that what you said? Will? Why did I think it was Victor? Victor's the name of a rapist.
It won't work.
It's because the old mom's doing it.
Hey, hold on, I'm not done with it. I got a year on you.
Oh,
That'll probably make
Sell Jersey. Just smash it open.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey, what's your mom doing?
Oh, wait, see, you got a much better screen. I know.
That's a video.
She's embarrassed as hell.
She's making a video.
She's drunk.
Remember last year?
Over at Jackson.
All right, flirty mom, get in here.
Jack Brickhouse daughter.
Okay, we're looking at your son, right?
Oh, he seemed
Oh, it's so hard.
He seemed to master it. There we go.
That must be a new phone.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's the old one.
Even worse.
All right.
Like everyone listen.
technology.
No, we got a whole bunch more.